A very good afternoon, folks. Salam Hari Isnin. Today is Monday, the 28th of March, 2022. Oh my God, we have literally come to the end of the first quarter of the year 2022. Masa berlalu dengan begitu cepat. And it has been such a ride. It has been such an experience so far for everyone out there. We do hope that everybody is doing well, everybody is staying safe, everybody is enjoying life, because why? We are closer and closer to jump onto the month of April, where 1st of April, dah di-confirm that it is not actually an April Fool's joke, where 1st of April will be transitioning from the pandemic into the endemic era of COVID-19. So hopefully things are getting better. Things will get better moving into the new month of April. And of course, not forgetting, make sure you guys download the Act Now mobile community app on your Google Play Store as well as the Apple App Store for you guys to show more responsibilities, menunjukkan anda lebih menyayangi, mencintai kawasan community anda, orang-orang di dalam community anda. Because why? With this app, it is very simple and it is free, by the way, FREE. Free for you guys to download it and act upon whatever it is that's happening within your community. Jalan lopak ke, pokok tumbang orang tak settle ke, people parking depan rumah tanpa kebenaran anda, all those sorts of things. And we are connected to plenty of municipal councils out there who will be addressing your issues as fast as they possibly can. And also, thank you so much for everyone who's actually watching us right now. Thank you so much. Terima kasih kerana anda sentiasa support kami di Act Now ini. And make sure you guys like, comment, and share this video, because today is another day for us to actually bring you guys down on the awesomeness of what we normally have, which is the YB Sehari show. That's right. We have another potential candidate out there, ataupun a good humanitarian out there, a good Samaritan out there who wants to do something for their community and wanting to wanting to make changes for the betterment of the people surrounding there. And of course, I will not be having this discussion alone with that particular candidate, or should I say that person, but I punya partner yang suka makan ikan masin. Tak tahu kenapa dia suka makan ikan masin. Let's bring in Mr. Melvin Lam. Hey Melvin, what is up?
What is up? Why? Because you have a lovely tan.
Oh yes, I'm quite tan. Kita orang Malaysia tak payah tan sebenarnya, semua gelap dah sebenarnya.
That's what I was hoping when you're after tanning on your way back here with buy me some dry salted fish. And you know where's the one? Which part of Peninsula is famous for salted fish?
Yeah, exactly. Where would this place be? Why Melvin is saying such things? Because dia nak buat dia punya connection sebenarnya. Dia nak buat dia punya kesinambungan on how we want to address this particular guest that we have for our edition of YB Sehari today. She is down in Kuantan, specifically in the area of Teruntum, where she has been advocating for the people down there, and she really wants to make changes for the people, not just in Teruntum, but in Kuantan and in Pahang as a total. Hence why we have her on the show We want to hear what she has to say about the people down in Teruntum, in Pahang. If you guys don't know, we're gonna definitely know more about Teruntum area. Let's not waste any more time, Evan. Let's bring on our candidate for the day for YB Sehari. Let's give it up
Yes.
for Ms Malani Manimaharan. Maharan. Hi, Ms Malani. Good
Hi, Ms
afternoon.
Mari. Welcome to
Hello,
our
good
show.
afternoon. Thank
Hi,
you
you
so
look
much.
lovely. Loving your background. Nampak sangat Laut Cina Selatan tu sebenarnya. No, I'm kidding you. I'm kidding you. It's so sorry. It is a very sour joke from me. Thank you so much, Miss Malani, for coming on to the show. Really appreciate it. So let's just cut to the chase. Let's find out more about who you are, Miss Malani. Let's share with our fellow audiences who you are and who do you want to represent, please.
Okay, thank you, my host, Mio, and thank you, Sir Melvin, for inviting me for the program YB Sehari. So,
Mm.
hi everyone, salam sejahtera, vanakkam, tachahau. So, I hope all the Malaysian in a good health. So, my name is Malani, and I raised and born in Kuantan, Pahang, and I did my Bachelor of Degree at University Tenaga Nasional. And I did my master's in MBA at University Malaysia Pahang, and currently I'm pursuing my PhD in the same university, and I'm doing my lecturing in one of university in Pahang too. So my passion in teaching always being there. So I love teaching. I used to have home tuition. So teaching is being one of my passion, and helping others also, not just for the sake of saying, but it's really in my passion of doing so. So before this, I've done some little charity works together with my families and friends to the needed one, especially during the festive season, because festive season is season that we all need happiness, and not only we but all around us together need to be happy. So this is what I'm doing currently, and I will continue to do so. So that's a little bit about me. So thank you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Very, very great CV that you have just presented to us. And I mean, seriously, to be honest with you, I have a very, very, soft spot in regards of educators. My late mother was an educator herself. So I love educators because without educators, you will have dumb people out there. I pun macam kurang berpengetahuan juga. Tapi orang ada macam you, memberikan I lebih pengetahuan, memberikan I orang kata lebih semangat untuk nak belajar, to learn more of what's happening. Melvin dia tak payah cikgu dah, dia dah memang taiko, dia dah level. Kata Sir Melvin dah kan, that way.
Yes.
So being an educator, Malani, Miss Malani, if I may ask you, how has the challenge been? Before we get into the YB Sari segment, I just wanted to ask, how has the challenge been for you being an educator in your current college university that you are teaching right now in regards of educating the younger generation, the generation to come? How has the experience been like?
Okay, I can say it's a challenge. Its difficulty will be there always, but when we love something, I think it will be much easier for us to go through. So it same goes to me when before I came to in the line of the lecturing. Previously, I've conducted home tuition, which involved the primary and secondary students. As we know, like mostly the primary and secondary students, they are like more into very childish. They like to play around, the less of learning. So to overcome this, I need to put some strategic for them to. Okay, it's depend on the students. So not all students are the same. So the student will need more attention. We need to give attention. I think that's the first strategy that we need to do, and then how we want to motivate them. So we need to apply different strategic for the different students. Same goes to my what university students also. So there's some students who don't I mean they feel very difficult with the assignments, and currently now we have an online learning. So some students have difficulty with internet problem. So what I will do is, that type of student, I will ask them to contact me, and I will give them a special class for them to recap what we have learned in the previous class that they are not attended. So this is how I manage my students and manage their difficulties to them to overcome their challenges. So this is
Oh,
how basic things are getting done lah.
All right, lovely. You have definitely touched about education. We will jump into that later because I believe that's one of your stronghold and that's one of your intentions of wanting to make at least people from Toronto to get much better education down there. But before we go into the micro sense of things, Melvin, if I may ask Ms Malani over here, let us know more about Toronto because again, Melvin tak tahu Toronto. Dia tak pernah sampai. Dia pergi Kuantan, dia makan ikan masin je, dia makan salted fish je. So
Okay.
let us let you educate us a bit about people in Toronto. Where is Toronto exactly, and what are the demographics like over there, population, so on and so forth, please.
Okay, so Toronto, why I chose Toronto because Kuantan is the place that I raised and born. Okay, saya ni anak jati Pahang lah. Okay, so Toronto adalah tempat yang dalam Toronto dia ada beberapa kawasan. Salah satu kawasan dia adalah Kampung Jawa di mana saya menetap untuk beberapa tahun. So sebab tu Toronto ni dekat dengan hati saya lah. So Terentum juga salah satu tempat yang saya pergi mengundi, and GE14 is my first place, first thing that I do in GE14 is voted there lah. Okay, so Terentum juga salah satunya adalah ibu negeri untuk Kuantan. Okay, dan Kuantan juga adalah bandar raya pertama di Pahang. So this is what special about Terentum. Kalau nak cakap pasal population of Terentum, first the higher population is Chinese and come with Malay Muslim, Indian and also others. Kalau others ni dia merangkumi Sabah Sarawak dan juga orang asli. So this is roughly about Terentum lah.
Okay, Melvin.
Oh yes. So being such mixed means will you feel any challenges? I mean, you are let's say in the coming elections, like to sit for elections. What are the things that you'll be faced? What are the challenges you'll face, and what are the improvements do you see that you like to bring to upgrade Toronto?
Okay, so I think the challenges will be people at Don Toronto. I think I won't face any much of challenges because what I see is when I voted when in GE14, myself the youngest voters, so we want change. So I think that is the reason of the previous GE14 kemenangan dia adalah bersebelahan dengan pembangkang because why we want changes. So people nowadays they don't see any races who are bertanding ke tak. People see who can bring changes. So I think rather than challenges, I think that will be one of my potential to be as a candidate there.
All right, and we do have a question from the public, but we'll bring that question later on towards later in the show. Don't worry, Nick. Your questions will be answered by Ms Malani down here. But I do want to go along with what you have just mentioned because again, as you mentioned, Kuantan merupakan satu bandaraya pertama di negeri Pahang. Kuantan has been named a city. By Malaysia for that matter, being one of the cities in Malaysia, and macam juga Kuala Lumpur, macam juga City of Petaling Jaya, City of Shah Alam, so on and so forth. There are always problem within the people in the city itself. Kadang-kadang you tengok ketidakseimbangan dari segi sosioekonominya, mungkin ada yang terpinggir, mungkin ada yang tak mendapat lebih limelight in comparison to other places. Is that also happening in the city of Kuantan itself and specifically looking at the Teruntum area? Ms Malani, what do you think?
Okay, sosioekonomi di Dun Teruntum adalah basically kita ada banyak peniaga, okay, and also penjawat awam because as I said, Kuantan adalah bandaraya, so kebanyakan bangunan government semua adalah di Kuantan. So kebanyakan orang yang bekerja adalah peniaga dan juga pekerja swasta dan juga awam. Kalau kita tengok masalah dari segi peniaga, ya kita ada masalah juga sebab kadang-kadang, okay, masalah yang pertama kalau nak cakap pasal masalah ni yang paling yang saya akan bagi tahu adalah kawasan Don Terentum ni it's prone to banjir actually. Okay, so untuk menjaga don saya, don terentum ni, so yang paling penting yang saya akan fokus adalah masalah banjir. Sebab bila banjir ni berlaku, it lead to a lot of damages.
Sure.
Not only kerugian dari segi barangan, kereta ke, bukan saja yang tu, tetapi secara mental juga. Because I am one of the mangsa banjir. Okay, rumah saya di Kampung Jawa. So every year bulan 11 dengan 12 ni kita dalam trauma kebanjiran. Setiap kali bila kita kami keluar rumah, we say, oh, so this year jangan banjir. Bulan 11, 12 jangan banjir. So bulan 11 dengan 12 ni it's like a holiday month because end of the year and also school holiday and so on. But as I see around my area dan juga certain area yang lain juga, orang takkan keluar pergi vacation also. Because why? We scared banjir tu akan datang lagi sekali. So tiada ketenteraman because of this flood. So this is the few things that I want to improve di don saya lah. And I have few suggestion on these things also.
Melvin?
Yeah, I would like to, floods is current is quite a hot topics for last since December. I mean, it's because Kuantan is actually is on the coastal area. Is anything to do with the physical location, or is it because of the poor planning?
Okay.
Right.
So, okay. So, banjir ni dia berlaku akibat beberapa sebab lah. Sebab kalau kita tengok sistem peparitan yang tidak begitu konsisten, dan juga kalau saliran anak sungai ataupun sungai tersumbat, air itu automatically akan melimpah keluar. So bila dia melimpah keluar, of course banjir itu akan melanda dengan lebih cepat. Okay, so my suggestion here is untuk memperbaiki don terentum saya dan juga untuk menjamin keselamatan komuniti di don terentum, kita perlu adakan saliran yang baik, saliran yang bersih. Selalu keep maintenance on the saliran. Bina kolam tangkungan. Bina lagi anak sungai. This one is apa yang saya cakap ni bukan nothing is impossible to do. Everything is possible to do. So kalau perkara-perkara ni dapat saya lakukan di don saya, banjir ni dapat kita tak dapat stopkan banjir, tapi dapat prevent untuk jadi lebih teruk. So berkaitan dengan ni juga peniaga, like especially vendors, peniaga-peniaga yang di tepi jalan yang ada kat kawasan banjir ni juga terjejas. Sebab they can't do any business right during that hours. And also kalau nak tunggu 1-2 bulan tu komitmen masih sama, but no business. So what I suggested is cari tempat yang tidak prone to banjir, bagi mereka like kios ataupun medan selera untuk mereka membuat bisnes mereka. Lagi satu ialah berikan skim insurance untuk peniaga yang terjejas akibat banjir. So yang ni adalah isu-isu yang suggestion yang saya boleh utarakan untuk menambah baik kehidupan sosioekonomi komuniti di don terentum, dan juga especially yang saya nak tekan adalah keselamatan masyarakat di don terentum, iaitu di don saya.
Yeah, because again when you talk about flooding, sebenarnya seperti yang Ms Malani mengatakan tadi, ada satu act of God sebenarnya. Kadang-kadang memang kita tak dapat nak hentikan ataupun kita tak dapat nak membendung sebenarnya isu banjir ni, tapi apa yang kita boleh buat adalah persediaan. Kita boleh lengkapkan diri kita. Kesiapsiagaan itu amatlah penting untuk kita ialah bersedia apabila sesuatu yang di luar jangkaan mungkin berlaku. Tapi like you said, it's not even luar jangkaan anymore. It's more like, periodically it's happening every year. So why can't things are being done earlier in regards of prevention? So very, very interesting that you've actually brought that up as an issue that you want to get handled very soon rather than later moving down. So okay, Ms Malani, I nak tanya you pula. I want to ask you in regards of how the world has been impacted. Everyone knows, unless they're living under a rock or dalam gua pun, COVID-19 has affected each and every one of us, regardless of however it is, dari segi ekonomi, dari segi social, dan sebagainya. I want to talk about, like you said, there's a lot of peniaga, there's a lot of business owners around the Teruntum area. How has the experience been in regards of how COVID impacted their business and their livelihood? Is it the same thing? Adakah ia seperti juga orang-orang lain di seluruh dunia, ataupun mungkin Teruntum ada kelainan sedikit yang mungkin Ms Malani ingin memberikan, orang kata, lebih penekanan of the people in Teruntum, Ms Malani?
Okay. So kalau kita bercakap pasal COVID-19, I think most of people are affected around the world. Same goes to Don Toronto, especially masa yang kita ada lockdown PKP tu. I think most of the peniaga memang terjejas sebab diorang tak dapat buat business di tepi-tepi jalan sebab because of the lockdown. And also kalau tengok sekarang, okay lah, we have the improvement. Sekarang diorang dah boleh buka kedai and so on. So untuk kita tak tahu macam mana benda akan berlaku. It's not predictable. So kalau isu-isu macam ni berlaku, instead of diorang buat business kat tepi jalan, diorang boleh ada kios. Kios untuk order the food and everything, and it will go to the specific peniaga untuk deliver the makanan. Sebab kalau kita buat kat tepi jalan and so on, kadang-kadang kebersihan tidak terjaga, and sekarang bila dah musim COVID tu, and sekarang kita dah endemic, tetapi virus tu is still alive, is still around us. Okay, so bila-bila je kita boleh mendapat jangkitan COVID. Okay, so ini adalah suggestion saya untuk adakan kios. Ini bukan saja untuk short term, but it's a long term planning. Diorang boleh menjana pendapatan walaupun apa situasi yang berlaku. So this is the thing lah.
Okay, Alvin?
Yes, true. I did mention before we have centers that accommodate the small businesses, the community businesses. The mergers that should come in, make sure it's properly planned. The having the hygienic factors in, the rubbish or being cleaned up every day, and people will be more feel safer to dine. I mean, 1st April we enter into endemic. Right? Now a lot of people are still coming out, already having so a proper place, because by the roadside is subject to public safety too. Now we have cases. We have recently a case in Kuala Lumpur where someone was drunk and knocked down 10 people who were dining along the roadside. So the proper system planning is required, not only for short term, and it's also for long term. Now, I also googled. Toronto has also a fair bit of tourism excitements. They have a zoo. I did not know that they have a zoo in Toronto. Anything special?
Yes.
Does it local, or does it have something attracts people that come over to Kuantan, Toronto for the zoo, to visit this zoo?
Okay, so if like talking about zoo, when I born and raised here, so obviously I will go to zoo, okay, to see all kind of animals there. Okay, during my time, there's a lot of animals, okay, like snake, bears and everything. But now they have changed into like a park where we have dinosaurs. They have like a toy of dinosaurs there to attract a lot of the young generation to come into zoo, because in the some of the time the zoo was closed, and because there's plenty of animals dies due to the low maintenance. So they restructure back, they rebuild, and they come as now it can be called a zoo or it's a park. So when I saw, it's like quite interesting and attracting, especially to the kids. I think it will be they will love it. And also, I want to add some more. Kuantan is basically, we are famous with beach, pantai. Kita ada Teluk Cempedak, Pantai Sepat. As Melvin, you like ikan masin kan? So Pantai Sepat ialah tempat apa orang kata, or kampung yang ada banyak penjualan ikan masin, ikan dan semua lah. So yeah.
How's the environment now? Sorry, I want to add on because I have not been there. I think the last trip was there was about 15 years, 15 years
Wow,
ago.
that's quite long.
Yeah, 10 to 15 years. But it was not a very good, the last trip was not a very good trip because the whole, Kuantan was not, was a town dance, not a city as in, it was declared a city last year. The whole town was great. The oceans was great. So because due to bauxite and mining, is it now under control?
Okay, so far, yeah, it's under control for now because in the 2015 to 2016, it's a must. It's not Kuantan anymore. Okay, it's a must with the red dust and everything. And after that, since 2016 until now, as I see, there's a monitoring and it's under control. So they did a legal bauxite in certain places only lah. So it's not
Oh,
like the must anymore. Yeah. And I
so
hope
kita,
this thing come back lah. Yeah.
alright,
Alright.
lovely. Itulah yang sebenarnya kita harapkan ada penambahbaikan dari segi bauxite, mining and so on and so forth. Tapi saya tertarik bila Ms Malani mengatakan yang ada dinosaur dekat Pahang sebenarnya. Nasi bila sebut mainan, saya dah risau, dah ingat ada Jurassic Park 2.0 pula dekat Malaysia ni dan kita tak tahu. Okey, banyak lagi yang kita nak bertanyakan tentang keadaan di kawasan Toronto ni sebenarnya, dan selepas ini pula kita nak dengar juga tentang isu-isu all the challenges that is facing as what Ms Malani has mentioned is about education, maybe lack of infrastructure, or maybe some other things that she wants to highlight, for the people of Toronto. But we will be taking a very, very short break. We will come back after this to know more about Toronto and what Ms Malani would want to make changes of for the betterment of the people of Toronto. Don't go anywhere. This is Hot Issue. What's for lunch? YB Sehari.
But great news today. This is actually the variant that we're going to be trying out today. Hello neighbors, this is Ron.
This is Ruby.
And here, as you can see, we've got a list of very amazing ingredients.
Yes. What are these for?
Actually, they look very peculiar, but these are the ingredients that we use to actually make very nourishing soup.
Oh, this is for soup.
Yes, indeed, it is correct. So you can see there's a fair amount of ingredients over here that may not be very familiar to everyone, but it's actually used to make all the nutritious soups that we actually consume. Yeah?
Yes,
Okay, so on the few plates over here, as much as they look very similar in terms of ingredients, they're actually very different.
Yes,
And
they have different functions as well.
correct, and different benefits also.
Yeah.
So we are going to jump right into the first one right here on the list. Okay, Ruby, you care to share what this is about?
Aha. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, this is the snow fungus. Yes, it is good for fitness and of course, it's reduced the kidneys.
Yes, that is correct. Jumping right into the next one, what do we have right here?
Okay, I saw flower petals.
Very flowery. We're not talking about normal flowers here, guys. So this is actually a cordyceps flower soup. And what is it for, Ruby? Do you know?
This is to improve the lung function.
And moving on to the third one, Ruby, maybe you want to tilt the plate a little bit, let our guests see what is in store for them.
So we have abalone and ginseng here.
Yes, abalone and ginseng soup. So I'm sure many of you are quite familiar with abalone. It is actually a high-grade ingredient, of course, often used in soups as well. And in this case, this is the abalone ginseng soup.
Yes,
Am I
as
right?
you know, ginseng is to boost your energy.
Yeah. Last but not least, what do we have right here?
What do we have?
Let's take a look. We have the Panax Pink Folius Calming Soup. Yes, it is quite a mouthful, but once you've gotten the hang of it, it's actually that. And this is actually for boosting energy and improving blood circulation.
So
I hope you're ready. Are you ready?
of course I am.
All right. Wow. As I'm removing the lid, not even the second lid is off. And I can already smell it, and
Yes, I can
it
smell
looks
it too.
absolutely amazing. So, Ruby, as you can see, there's actually additional ingredients inside as well.
Yes,
Maybe you
the
want to share with
chicken
us?
inside. So of course you can put any kind of meat that you want to mix with the soup.
Yep.
So for this case, we put in chicken.
Yep, that is correct. So, Ruby, this is for you. I hope you're excited. I am actually excited as well. I can't wait to dig right into this.
Oh, I can smell this ingredient there.
You're right.
Yes.
It smells amazing.
it really smells like home.
Yes, exactly. And smells like home is always a great thing to have, especially when you want to have a warm meal, including soup such as this. So you ready?
Yes.
Okay, cheers a little bit. Okay. Wow.
It's sweet.
It's actually sweet. Yeah, it gives off a touch of really great flavors, but at the same time, very refreshing as well.
Yes.
So guys, if you're wondering where you can actually get all these amazing ingredients packed in one, because sometimes time is of the essence, we don't really have time, we're always on the move.
Yes, of course. Everything is online right now, so we prefer to go online and do some shopping.
Yes,
Right?
and it is all pre-packaged, which means you can prepare the soup almost immediately and almost instantly.
Yep.
And the one true store that we're talking about is Kendai dan Rujit Tim Loy. Okay, you
Yes,
can
correct.
check them out, and they're actually based in.
In Taman Mida, they have a store over there as well. So if you want to check out their store, okay, go for Taman Mida.
Yeah, do check out our physical store. So guys, I hope that was enough info for you. We're gonna get right back to the soup. This is Ron,
This is Ruby.
and see you guys around the neighborhood.
Okay, tiba-tiba lapar lah pula dah tengok iklan tu. We will come back to that. Just information for all of you guys out there. Should you want to know more about all of the products, you can just go down to our Facebook page, the Facebook page. And should you want to get yourself highlighted, kalau you ada kalau you ada apa-apa yang gunakan untuk bawakan you all juga boleh PM kami di Act Now and we will go through the program out there for you. Okay, nak katakan tadi sebab tak bagi tahu lapar. Alvin?
Yes.
Hello?
Sorry.
Alvin
Alright.
lapar. Alvin yang katakan tadi?
I'm angry. Actually, I'm the one responsible to cook the soup for that productions.
Okay, you adalah yang buat soup. Okay, tak apa. Alright, coming back to the show. Welcome back, guys, to Act Now Hot Issue What's for Lunch, YB Sehari. I believe that everyone can hear me very well. There was a bit of a sound issue over here, but Ms Malani, can you hear me?
Yeah, can.
Alright, Melvin
okay.
pun boleh dengar saya. Okay, lovely, great. So let's move forward. Before we actually took a break just now, we did, gave out the introduction in saying that some of the issues ataupun topik-topik ataupun benda-benda yang ingin ditangani, yang ingin diutarakan oleh Ms Malani kita yang datang daripada Teruntum, Kuantan, Pahang. Tadi Ms Malani ada dah sebut berkenaan dengan education, tentang pendidikan. Mungkin ada juga area-area ataupun kawasan yang mungkin tertinggal ke belakang sikit dari segi aspek infrastruktur untuk orang-orang rakyat-rakyat di Teruntum untuk ke dalam talian untuk online dan sebagainya. Education is obviously one of the major things that a lot of people want to highlight. What are the things, Ms Malani, that you would want to highlight more of the people in Teruntum apart from education, please?
Come again means apart from the education, is it?
Yeah, apart from the education bit, what are the other things that people of Teruntum really in dire need of in regards to make their life better, untuk make sure that kehidupan mereka cukup lengkap dari segi infrastruktur? Ada masalah selain tadi you kata banjir, ada masalah lain tak dari aspek dari pengangkutan ke ataupun traffic jam yang melampau ke? Those are the things that you may want to change ataupun nak membuat penambahbaikan, Ms Malani.
Okay. So macam yang tadi saya cakap tu adalah banjir is the main thing. Okay.
Yep.
And the second one, my focus to peniaga. Okay, macam yang tadi saya cakap adalah mengadakan medan selera dan juga tempat kios untuk mereka membuat bisnes mereka dengan tenteram and without any benda yang tergugat keselamatan mereka, dan juga in the same time dapat menjaga kebersihan. Okay, the third thing that I would like to focus adalah penyelenggaraan jalan raya dan kemudahan asas. Okay, kalau kita bercakap pasal jalan raya, kebanyakan tempat di Don Teruntum ni, and I think most of the places, jangan cakap Don Teruntum, tetapi kebanyakan tempat memang ada masalah dengan jalan raya, iaitu jalan raya berlubang, tidak dijaga dengan betul. Okay, yang ni boleh menyebabkan berlakunya kemalangan. It same goes to Don Teruntum juga. Okay, macam mana kita nak solve masalah jalan raya? Sebab kita dah ada badan-badan kerajaan yang melakukan tugas untuk membuat jalan raya, menutup lubang-lubang yang ada lubang besar tu. Tetapi kenapa kita tengok benda-benda tu tidak efektif? Okay, so just saya punya suggestion on keselamatan jalan raya di Dun Terentum adalah bila kita menampal lubang-lubang yang di jalan raya tu, dia ada prosedur. Everything we do must have a clear procedure. So untuk menutup jalan raya tu, lubang jalan raya tu, dia kena ada prosedur yang betul dan juga selian yang ketat. Okay, need to have a control on that. Maksudnya bila menampal lubang tu, kita tak boleh menampal lubang tu ke atas saja. Kalau you tampal ke atas, dia akan terbuka balik. Bila ada hujan yang lebat, bila ada kenderaan yang berat lalu kawasan tersebut, dia akan keluar balik. So apa yang kita akan buat lagi sekali? Tampal balik. So it's not effective and efficient. Apa yang kita boleh buat adalah, prosedur yang betul adalah yang saya baca sebelum ni, kita kena dig the lubang ke 2 meter secara dalam. Then baru kita kena tampal the tar and whatever necessary untuk menutup lubang tu, baru lubang tu akan bertahan lama. Dalam 6 bulan, setahun ataupun 2 tahun. It depend on the quality of the tar and also prosedur masa buat untuk penampalan lubang tersebut. So kalau macam ni, walaupun hujan lebat maupun kenderaan berat yang melalui jalan tersebut, dia tak akan keluarkan balik lubang tersebut dan juga keselamatan terutamanya penunggang motosikal dan orang yang menunggang basikal akan terjamin. Yang macam tadi saya cakap, keselamatan komuniti terutamanya Dun Terentum adalah sangat-sangat penting. So because I feel that the safety is very important for the people to survive. So kalau jalan raya ni dia buat dengan betul and everything, so takkan ada penambahan kos dan juga jalan raya tu akan nampak lebih teratur, sistematik dan juga efisien. Yang lagi satu yang saya nak tekankan kat sini juga adalah kalau especially take my area, Kampung Jawa ni, dia ada longkang besar. Okay, dia ada longkang besar. Okay, so longkang besar tu dia ada jalan untuk menghubung ke satu tempat ke tempat yang lain, seberang jalan lah. So bila ada jalan macam tu, kat tepi tu dia ada steel yang dia orang letak untuk tak nak orang terjunam dalam longkang tu kan. So yang besi tu itself, bila sebab saya sudah lama tinggal di Kampung Jawa, bila saya tengok besi tu semakin lama semakin berkarat. Dan it have a high chances untuk repuh. Begitulah ada suatu masa tu berlaku kemalangan, kereta pergi empas yang besi tu pun tercabut. Nasib baik kereta tu tak jatuh dalam longkang, tu je. And then after that what people do is, dia orang letak pita awas, which is not safe at all. And itu mengambil masa beberapa minggu untuk menggantikan dengan besi yang baru. Okay, apa yang saya nak utarakan kat sini, my suggestion is, daripada letak besi macam tu yang ada lubang, sebab dia besi kan, dia ada lubang, lepas tu ada lubang, lepas tu besi kat tengah-tengah tu. Lebih baik daripada besi macam tu, why don't kita place a concrete ataupun roller. Roller ni biasa kita tengok kat highway semua kan, dia orang placekan roller supaya kemalangan tidak berlaku. So we place like that, walaupun mengambil kos yang agak sedikit tinggi, tetapi efisien, efektif dan juga menjaga keselamatan orang ramai yang melalui jalan tersebut. Dia bukan ada satu je, ada beberapa jalan macam tu yang ada dengan tepi longkang tu dengan besi begitu. So yang ni adalah my suggestion for my Dun untuk improve on jalan raya dan juga kemudahan asas.
Okay, Melvin?
Yeah, I was visualizing Ms Malani. I do come across. I don't know whether it's still the design of the steel bar. It's like a fan, like in the shape of a fan. Then at the edge, it's actually very sharp of the iron bar, like a spears. It's open up like a fan that's to block the traffic or whatever that's plunged into the ravines. But itself, the design itself is so everyone could be spear with this. So having a concrete divider or wall, I think that's the best solutions. for a longer solution providing. Then steel bar is very over the years erodes, especially Kuantan is by the coasters because of the weather. It gets rusty fast, and then it's also very harmful. The toxics might goes to the ravine, to the water, and toxic the whole village, the Kampong
Yeah.
Jawa. Yeah,
Yep.
it's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Okay, kita ada dua lagi soalan yang kita nak ajukan kepada Ms Malani untuk edisi Hot Issue What's for Lunch YB sehari ini. Sebelum kita pergi soalan yang terakhir, saya nak bertanyakan sekali lagi kepada Ms Malani, sebab tengok nampak Ms Malani banyak bercakap bahasa Melayu kan. Jadi kita pun cakap bahasa Malaysia kerana kita sebenarnya rancangan dui bahasa, tidak ada masalah. Mungkin Melvin mungkin tidak faham, tapi tak apa, kita berikan peluang kepada tetamu kita. I nak tanya you, Ms Malani, dalam dunia yang sempurna, in a perfect world, how would you envision teruntum? What is your ideal teruntum? Apakah teruntum di mata Ms Malani supaya ia menjadi lebih sempurna?
Okay. So untuk ideal teruntum adalah yang seperti yang saya cakap sebelum ni juga, untuk adakan ideal dome, we need people. Okay, diorang adalah aset kita. So bila dah cakap pasal asset, we need to take care of them very good, very properly. So my ideal teruntum will be focusing on people's well-being and also safetyness. I think dua-dua tu memang dah cukup untuk dapatkan my ideal dome teruntum. And another thing that saya nak add kat sini, yang saya nak fokus juga adalah on education, which is bila masa banjir tu, okay, I did go down on ground and then see how people are suffering and so on. Kita ni biasa kita tengok on surface. Bila I pun pergi on ground tu, I said to my teammates, sebelum ni kita tengok on surface, we feel like okay, everything is complete. Kita dah ada proper education, proper infrastructure, proper tempat untuk orang berniaga and everything. But when we go down deeper, it's not fully completed. People are suffering. Even walaupun dia orang tinggal di rumah batu, tetapi ada juga masalah yang berkaitan dengan education, yang berkaitan dengan income level and so on. So on education part, di Dome Teruntum ni, I would like to do kelas tuition percuma untuk orang-orang yang betul-betul tidak mampu untuk menghantar anak mereka ke tuition. Because why I said this, I was in that situation few years back. Because I'm not from a rich family, so from a middle class, where my parents, I'm the eldest, so my parents have the struggle to put me in tuitions. I know saya tahu merasai benda-benda kalau tak dapat benda-benda macam tu. Okay, so I want orang yang tidak dapat pergi ke tuition dapat merasai bila kita memberi diorang peluang untuk pergi ke tuition dan belajar lebih daripada apa yang diorang belajar daripada sekolah. So that's an additional one lah. Yeah.
You took the words out from my mouth. I want to suggest that too.
Yeah, very very good. Very very orang kata apa, memang matlamat yang sangat murni yang ingin diajukan, yang ingin diketengahkan oleh Ms Malani kita. Akhir kata, last words from you. I don't want you to give me a 10 paragraph answer on this. I just want you to give me something simple, short and sweet. A question by our fellow viewers. Nick, he actually asked you, what made you join Muda? Simple one.
Okay. Got two. One for the change and another empower women to join politic field.
There you go. Women empowerment.
Yeah,
Okay, I love
and
women. I just want to
precise.
put out there. I love women. So, no, just putting it out there so that orang tak ada nak kecam I lah kan. Okay, Ms Malani Manimaharan, thank you so much for coming on to the show. God willing, our future adun for Teruntum, God willing, in GE15. We wish you all the best. Regardless of however GE15 will happen later on. I believe that your contribution and your desire to help the people will never ever stop, regardless of whatever post or whatever position that you are in. Thank you so much, Ms Malani, for coming on to the show. Really appreciate it. And you have a great week ahead, Ms Malani. We'll see you soon, hopefully.
Yes.
Take care. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you
Okay,
so
thank
much for
you, Ms
giving me the
Malani.
opportunity. Thank you, Malaysians. Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
take care.
Bye. All right, that was Ms Malani coming on to the show, representing her area, which is Teruntum down in Kuantan, Pahang. We do hope the very best for her. Wow, very insightful, Melvin.
Oh yes. So yes, women's empowerment is now the trends. Yes, I see that. And I do. I mean, for me, I see someone. It's not because of a male or female. I'm see
Yeah.
you as a person. So we should actually give equality is very important. And I feel women take care better because of the motherly love, the woman's touch, you know. So men tends to be forgetful, you know.
Okay, I don't really want to comment on that because yeah, walaupun I memang sering jadi seorang pelupa sebenarnya. But yeah, that's it for this
All right.
episode. Hopefully, all of our viewers, really enjoyed the show for today. But we'll definitely be back for another hot issue. What's for lunch back on Wednesday, Melvin. So we'll see each
Yes.
other back on Wednesday.
Yeah. Catch you up on Wednesday then.
All right, take care, guys. Melvin Lam together here with
Okay.
Mio Adlan. Wishing you guys happy lunching. Have a great day. Have a great Monday. We'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.
Okay. Bye.